right way.
Gonna be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jason Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Wednesday, which has got that sort of Friday feel to it, doesn't it? Oh,
Love that, Jace. Can we do this every week?
I'm hearing you. Morning, Clint, in the newsroom.
Good morning, Jace.
Oh. No sign of Miss Lauren Phillips.
Oh, no. I'm
What's
here.
she doing?
Oh.
Good morning.
Morning, Lozzie.
I'm not in the studio, though, because we, my friends, have a shiny new toy. Like everyone knows, we've just come to Nova.
Yep.
And when we started, we got given an office with absolutely not a single thing in it.
Well, hang on. Firstly, they gave you a laptop, and you said...
What am I going to do with a laptop? Don't give me a laptop. I don't need an email address either.
They gave all three of us laptops.
Mate, I logged into mine for the first time yesterday. I had a lot of emails. I had anxiety, so I quickly shut it.
Yeah. No, mine's still sitting in the office, but not at a desk, because when we started, we said, we don't want desks. We want recliners. Anyway, enter today in our brand new office, which currently looks like some kind of tip. There's stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
However, we have a brand new leather reclining sofa. Now,
Play
let me
the
talk you
Spanish
through
music!
Portuguese music!
Fellas, it's a manual recliner, so you got to hang on, I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
Shuffle your bum back. Shuffle your bum. Shuffle your bum.
Hang on.
Shuffle your bum.
Hang on, sit upright.
Oh,
I want to
just pushed it out. Okay,
No,
hang on. Yep.
push it back in.
Yep.
I want to hear your voice say good morning, Melbourne, while you're sitting upright.
Yep. Good morning, Melbourne.
Now go into a reclined position
Okay, hang on.
and let's hear how much more relaxed she is.
Hang on a second. Good morning, Melbourne.
Yeah!
It's excellent. They've made it leather, not fabric, so if we spill anything, we can just hose it down.
Exactly.
Clearly can't be trusted.
Or if you've got a casting team, either way it works.
Anyway, all three seats recline, and we look like the Simpsons are having a slumber party, and I'm pretty thrilled about it. So I'll be doing the show from here this morning if you need me.
There.
Yeah, I'm not coming in the studio.
Strap yourself in.
Can I say a huge shout out to John?
I thought you were going to say to Fantastic Furniture.
No, Adriatic Furniture, Clint.
Adriatic Furniture.
Thank you
Good
very
move.
much.
We love Adriatic.
We love them. Our friends out there. Thank
Adriatic
you very
Furniture
much.
were like because John, who pretty much runs the Nova office here, right? He was like, guys, anything you need. And we're like, oh, look, as a joke, we're like, God, how good would recliners be? And then boom, he's got onto Adriatic Furniture.
Good on
full
you, Adriatic.
Three-seater recliner couch.
And
That's
you know
how you do
what?
meetings, guys.
Jace?
Yeah.
If you get kicked out of home, you could sleep on this like a bed.
I already thought of that. I was going to buy some sheets today and keep them in the office.
We'll get a king-size pillow.
You don't need to go to that Travelodge.
Tell you what, plenty of room to swing a cat on here, guys.
That's all right. Remember the night we all had a team night out, and I
After we got fired.
That's right. And I rocked up
The
at
one time they put cash on the bar for us.
and I rocked up at Crown at about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Have we got a room?
And they said, let me check. I'm sorry, Crown Towers is completely booked out. And I said, what about the promenade? Sorry, sir, the promenade's completely booked out. Okay, the Metropole. Sir, I am terribly sorry. So
Where did you end up? At the Crown E Plaza across the road?
Oh, the Travel Lodge.
In Docklands.
Surprise, surprise. They had vacancy.
Surprise.
Oh, welcome, Mr. Hawkins.
Hawkins.
Thank you.
Anyway, you can just move in here now. So we just need a bar fridge, and you got your bachelor pad, Jay.
Oh, awesome.
Sick. I love it.
Oh, now I'll have a bit more confidence going into the couple fight because guess who's got somewhere else to go now? Hey,
I've got options, Lou. I've got options. I don't need to come home to you. I got the reclining sofa at work.
we have a huge show coming up today. Can I just say thank you to everyone who came to meet us at Southern Cross Station yesterday because we are doing our Say Hey to win 10K.
Oh, my goodness. We met so many people yesterday. We shook so many hands. We went through so much sanitizer.
So basically, all you have to do is find us, say hey, shake our hand. Every 100th person we shake hands with wins $100. Every 1,000th wins $1,000, and then the 10,000th person we shake hands with will win $10,000. Tonight, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., we are going to be wandering up and down Swan Street. So if you are heading to the footy, get ready to say hey to win 10K.
That's going to be heaving tonight. That's
Heaving.
a hot spot.
Yep. And you know what I'm like? With a lot of walking, we're going to need to replenish.
Oh,
Keep
good
the liquids
idea.
up. You know what I mean?
Like a pub crawl.
No,
It's a pub crawl.
No, I'm just saying just like...
A pub crawl.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, you're on
Clint.
that couch tomorrow.
Or is it travel lodge? Who knows? It is a huge night at the G. Christian Petracca is going to preview things for us coming up. Let's get into it right across Melbourne. It's Jason Lauren. This is Nova. It is a massive night at the G tonight.
Calm the tides.
Oh, there they are. Go D's. Oh, it's a Phillips v Stanaway battle.
It really is, isn't it?
It's one of the great games of the year, the Anzac Eve match. In fact, this whole round of footy is pretty special. Obviously, being Anzac Day, the AFL do it so well, remembering our Anzacs, but D's v Tigers. It's a cracker every year.
Yeah, this fixture has become traditional very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Because the two clubs do it so well, Anzac Eve, and just when those lights dip around the MCG.
It's pretty
the Light
special, isn't
Horse
it?
Brigade, the cauldron is lit. It's extraordinary.
In fact, the soldier who will be lighting the cauldron at the G tonight is going to be joining us before 7 this morning. What an honour that would be for someone.
Yeah, it's a huge stage. A huge stage for the players as well. Christian Petracca, friend of our show, he was in the other day talking about just how special the Anzac Day Eve match is to him. It's such a special game, isn't it? It feels special.
It's remarkable. It's incredible. To be a part of it, I feel really grateful and privileged to be a part of something so historic. It is truly incredible. The way they do it before the game as well.
Yeah.
The horses, the lights turned
It's
off,
amazing,
the
isn't
lights, and then obviously the national anthem in the last post is it is really,
It's
really special.
Goosebump inducing, isn't it?
It is. And this is I think it's my 7th or 8th one now, and it
Never gets old.
never gets old.
Do you get a different feeling in your adrenaline on those games? There feels like there's something special in the air on those big nights.
Yeah, definitely. Those games, obviously Anzac Day Eve game, King's birthday game against Collingwood for motor neuron disease with Neil Danaher. Those types of games, they're like finals. You know the Collingwood and Richmond supporters are going to come out. It'll be 85 plus. I think it's their game, so it'll be 85,000 easily at the game, and it is awesome. But even the week building up to it, like tomorrow we'll go next to the Shrine of Remembrance.
Yep.
We'll have a guest speaker, someone probably in the army, and talk about their experience. Last year we had a pilot come, and he's had family and generations from who are also pilots too, and who are in the army too.
I like the club gives it the respect it deserves.
It has to. You need to. And I think for younger guys coming up as well, you need to understand the importance of it. And also, Melbourne Footy Club, we've been around for so long that we've had players. Bluey Truscott, our best and fairest trophy named after him, was in the war at the age of 22, 23.
Amazing.
Guys getting drafted now. That's them now.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It's absurd.
He tells a lot of emotion behind his voice as they go into tonight. What's our tip score-wise?
Interesting one, because the coach of Richmond, Adam Uze, used to play for Melbourne.
Yes.
So there's a little side tussle going on here, which is intriguing. I think the D should get it done by about 5 goals.
Yeah, I think I hate
5?
to say it.
5 goals.
I think it's going to be within a kick.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Oh, what, you reckon it's going to be 50 goals?
No. I think the D's will win comfortably. I think 5 goals is a bit of a stretch, though.
Big occasion. We'll bring out the best in the Tigers. It'll be close.
Yeah, Richmond are good on those big stages.
Well, tonight's the night. All eyes will be on the G. If you are heading to the G as well, keep an eye out for us, because we're going to be up and down Swan Street doing our Say Hey to win 10K. All you have to do is come up, shake our hand, and you can win $10,000 on Nova. Today, hopefully the rain holds out for the footy tonight. It is 11 at the moment.
It bucketed down last night.
Yeah, didn't it?
It poured with rain.
Hey, can I say kudos? Spot on. Yesterday.
7 o'clock?
Yep.
Thank you.
Boom. 7 p.m. She said yesterday the rain would roll in.
Enjoy
7
the
p.m.
day.
last night.
Sun will set and the
pouring
rain will
down.
roll in.
That's why you're the best in the business. Was
Thank
it a bit
you.
gusty as well
to be
last
fair,
night?
she's no longer in the weather business.
Well, I know, but she could appear
Can
at
I
any
just say,
time.
I didn't get fired from my weather job.
I'm not
I
saying you did,
left.
yes.
I quit while I was ahead.
What about the radio one?
No, I got fired from that one.
I said to Lauren the other day, if there's ever a vacancy for a little fill-in role on Weekend Today, she might come and reprise her role.
Yeah, we're going to get the band back together.
Do you want me to do news?
You can do entertainment.
Because I look like Richard Wilkins? Is that what you said?
No, you can do that
You
segment where they
certainly-
have radio hosts on for 1 minute talking about
I'm
funny
good.
little
You
topics.
certainly
I'm good.
don't look like Renee Barge,
No,
put it
I
that
don't.
way.
No, you don't.
I've decided to make a few little lifestyle changes. The last
Are you
couple...
growing your hair out?
No, I'm not. The last couple of mornings, I decided to hit the gym before radio.
Yep.
Now, this is wild. I can barely roll over and get in the shower. And
Have you-
you're getting up and going to the gym at what time?
Oh, I get out of bed about 4:10, so I'm in there by 4:30.
When
The
do
reason
you
he's doing that,
sleep?
no, because at night he's busy meal prepping. Have you seen he's got a lunchbox now?
I know.
I've got lots of Tupperware.
But he's also
And-
working. I see you reading the news, then you do this, then you go to
Well,
Sydney, then you're training at 4 a.m.
The NutriBullet has made a comeback.
Oh, yep.
Are we on smooth in
We're on
smoothie territory?
smoothies. I just thought I'd just make a few little changes, see how I feel. And
How you feeling?
I feel good.
Exhausted.
I feel good.
Healthy.
The
Ugh.
other change that I'm going to make is then I'm going to get off the booze for 3 months.
Whoa.
12
I'm
weeks.
quitting alcohol.
This is
Because a
big.
lot of
This
people
is
come
big.
up to me and say, you feel a lot better.
I know
Yeah, no,
someone
no,
that
I'm the
got off
same.
it for a year, and I said, "How do you feel?" And she said, "Exactly the same."
Really?
Who was
Yeah.
that?
My sister-in-law. Yeah.
Just
Good
She
for
was
you,
like,
Clint.
I just think, well, actually, since I turned 18, I've never had a weekend off it, to be honest. So it'd be a real challenge. But I just thought, let's make a change and see how we go. With
Have
the
you ever
exce-
done like dry July
Never.
or a month? Or you've
Never,
done
ever
that?
in my
This
life.
sounds really silly, right? Because I've thought about the same. Because like
Uh-oh.
it'll get
Don't
to,
tell me you're going to make us all sign up.
Are you going
No, no, no,
are
no,
you
no.
going to come with me on the journey?
absolutely
Hell
not.
no.
No, but like in the afternoon, I might pop a Pinot while I'm like getting kids ready for
What time in the afternoon?
No, like 4:30.
I'm like, oh, that's acceptable.
But I'm doing like lunches and getting things ready for dinner and stuff. Like I'm running around the house. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, I'll just graze on that through the afternoon. And you're right. Like, you know, you wake up, you feel a little bit sluggish. And then I see people talk about how they've given up the booze and everything. And then I know this sounds ridiculous. And I sit there and go, but are you okay to give it up for 6 months and then go back? Like,
Yeah, but I don't think you've got a drinking problem.
No. No, it's purely a lifestyle thing. I want to see what I can achieve in 3 months, see how I feel and look at the end of it. And just a little reset.
Is there a reason you're doing it?
No, we're just,
why 3 months?
just give myself a timeline.
I think there's more to it.
Build towards an
What do you
eventual
mean?
goal.
I think there's more to it.
Oh, you reckon there's like a, like, what do they call them? Building,
Bodybuilding.
bodybuilding
Oh, yeah,
comp in
I'm
3
going to
months?
become a bodybuilder.
Yeah, do you reckon
Jace.
he's going to do 9 layers of
Yes.
tan?
I mean, he
Yes.
likes the spray tan.
He does like a spray tan.
There is one caveat. I am going to have a few tonight with Lauren at the footy.
Oh, well, it's the going
So-
away
yeah,
part.
Exactly. It's
Is tonight the last hurrah?
It is. It's like
Oh.
the closing down sale.
Can't wait for
Well, I
Friday
don't
show.
drink midweek, but hello.
So let's bookmark this conversation and
No,
see,
no, good for you.
and see how we go.
3
Okay.
months.
And if you see me out and about,
Yeah, DM us.
Don't tempt us.
Tell us. Text us. Dob him in.
No, good for you, Clint. And you know what's? It's funny, but it's also silly that it's actually not easy to do that
No.
in an Australian society.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the amount of times I've been to barbecue and someone's like, "No, I'm not drinking. I'm driving," and everyone will be like, "What do you mean? What do you mean you're off the booze?" Or yeah.
See, I never drink and drive, even in the
No,
in
no, but I
respect
just
to
mean-
like having one glass of wine.
No, but
because
not, okay, take away driving. I just mean like someone like Clint rocking up at the moment at a barbecue and be like, "Oh, I'm not drinking for 3 months." Everyone will be like, "Oh, boy.
I know.
Like
must
the Aussie
be pregnant.
culture.
He
yeah,
must
yeah,
be
yeah,
pregnant.
Yeah, you know
it's
what
the
I mean?
only way. It's the only reason Clint would go
Good
off
for
the
you,
booze.
buddy. Good for you. Name the child after me, will you?
Pass me the Mount Franklin.
All
It
right.
is.
Well, so hang on. When does that take you to?
That takes me to basically
The 24th of-
July-ish.
Right. Okay.
Oh gosh, during the holidays.
Should have said
No
2.5.
mulled wine.
Should have said 2.5 months.
It is Anzac Eve. Tomorrow, of course, is Anzac Day. It's such a special event on our Australian calendar. And right now I'd like to introduce you to someone very special, Lieutenant Colonel Garth Callender. He served the Australian Army with distinction over 25 years in combat intelligence, training and strategic roles. He was one of the first casualties medically evacuated out of Iraq when hit by a roadside bomb in 2004.
We were going up into the CBD of Baghdad. That night, unbeknownst to us, an insurgent had parked a vehicle on the side of the road, laden with explosives. So it went off about 5 metres to the left of my vehicle. Bomb had gone off. We were travelling about 60 k's an hour. The vehicle was torn to shreds. I was in line of the blast itself, so copped a face full of blast and fragmentation, nicked to my carotid artery, but I also had holes into my sinus. I had pretty significant burns to my face and neck from that blast. And whilst there's a bit of a story about me, it's just as much a story about these guys, this team, and about how that professionalism, dedication and teamwork came into play to save my life more than anything else. So I owe these guys a lot.
And I'm pleased to say that Lieutenant Colonel Garth Callender joins us in the studio live this morning. Good morning, great to see you.
Good morning. Thanks very much for having me.
You mentioned that people that you go to war with and what it means to them as we creep closer to Anzac Day? Of course, it's Anzac Eve. Who are you thinking of? And
Yeah, exactly those boys. So, yeah, it's a great opportunity to take that time to reflect about what we've done as a team, but also to think back, put that in perspective of history as well, going all the way back to sort of the landing on the beaches of Gallipoli.
Yeah, Anzac Day, it's such an important day. And I think for a lot of young people, they think of our older Anzacs.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're a relatively young man.
Yeah.
We've still got men and women currently serving. It's such a current thing as well, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah, yeah. I guess one of the most poignant moments for me was I went back to Iraq in 2006, and we had one of our soldiers die over there only a few days before Anzac Day. And so Anzac Day for us then was the first opportunity that our team came together as a group and had that opportunity to mourn and reflect on Jake and then also sort of come together and look at a way forward, but put that in perspective of what other Australians have been through in the past. We weren't the first group to lose a soldier on operations.
Very special night at the MCG tonight. You have been given the job of lighting the cauldron.
I have, yeah.
How you feeling?
Yeah, 80,000 people's a lot. I don't want to trip up the stairs.
I was just saying to go off the air, I'm like, seen a footy match at the G before. You've been there when it's empty.
I've been there when it's empty. I haven't seen it before.
Be a little bit different tonight.
I'd imagine so.
Yeah, right.
Have you seen the Anzac Eve ceremony? The AFL do it so well.
They do, yep. And it's so respectful. That's, I think,
Yes.
what I love about it. 80,000 people there. What do they get? A million people viewing.
Yeah.
And it's done so respectfully, honouring the service of our military people.
Garth, as somebody who's been to war and has seen some of the atrocities that you have, soldiers are so stoic. Do you, when you reflect, when you come to moments like this, Anzac Day, what's it like? Do you allow yourself to get emotional? Do you get emotional? How do you sort of...
So I'd say same as the rest of the population, people process things in different ways. Anzac Day is a great opportunity for those people that do get emotional to show that emotion. For those people that just like quiet reflection, it's that time for them to be able to do that. That
must have been so chaotic when you were medically evacuated out of that situation. Just take us back to that moment if you can.
Yeah, it was. Your intro sort of wasn't me telling a story, but at the end of the day, it was, like I said, there was those boys around me that protected me from a really angry crowd that had gathered. They were dealing with humanity at its worst. There were locals who had been severely injured. There were children who'd been killed from that same blast.
Their families, right?
They were, and they were angry and they were looking for answers, and it was the heat of the moment. So they were dealing with about as grisly, difficult work as any military person can be expected to deal with.
Were you conscious after the blast?
Barely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was up, but I couldn't see. I couldn't really talk. I couldn't communicate. So luckily, my team stepped in.
Yep.
I was the boss, and I was injured. So my team all stepped up and managed the situation.
I mean, you see military personnel who come back with physical injuries, but outside of that, the mental damage that we hear about is so damaging. How can we support our Anzacs and our military personnel outside of Anzac Day? Because while tomorrow is a terrific reminder, it's something that needs probably to be spoken about all year round.
It is, yeah, and I'm a firm believer that a vast majority of military people finish their service standing and smiling, of having an amazing experience, going away with all these fantastic skills. But as you say, there are people that do see humanity at its worst, and that takes its toll. They're physically tested to breaking point, or like me, they're injured on operations. So, that's why I got involved with Bravery Trust, because I love that organisation, because they're the ones who are there providing that bit of a safety net through initial financial support, then also helping people work through budgeting, minimising debt, resetting their path so they can fix whatever else is going on in their life, but more so they can just get on to sustainability and feed back into society.
So you're the CEO of Bravery Trust.
I am.
You're a Richmond supporter.
Yeah, I was going to get to that.
How do Richmond support Bravery Trust?
Well, so first of all, they've been so gracious, asking me to come and light the cauldron for the game tonight. So that's awesome.
How was that phone call?
Yeah, pretty good. So fantastically. That the other way they support us is their head of marketing, Simon Matthews, is actually on our board as well. So he gives up his time. He is, he gives up his time to provide that leadership to the organisation too.
I saw you were making Anzac biscuits with Jack Graham at Punt Road at
really?
Richmond training a couple of days ago.
Yeah, that was great.
What's he like in the kitchen?
We were all terrible.
Can't be good at everything.
Plenty of golden syrup in your eye.
Hey, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And I'm going to ask, score tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Look, what I would say is, whilst I'm going to be lighting the cauldron, that's going to be pretty special. Keep an eye out. Richmond have been fantastic, allowing my 10-year-old daughter to go on with the team in the for the ceremony before the game. So her and a buddy Aiden, Millie and Aiden, will be up there with the team. So keep an eye out for them.
So the Tigers are winners in your eyes, regardless.
Absolutely.
That's
in her
coming
eyes,
from
more than
a
mine.
not so confident Richmond supporter, just like me. Hey, it is important to remind anyone who is heading to the Anzac Eve match tonight at the MCG. It's going to be a massive crowd, but please be in your seats by 6:30 for the pre-match ceremony, which is undoubtedly the most important moment of the game.
Lieutenant Colonel Garth Callender, thank you so much again for your service, mate, and we really appreciate you popping in this morning. We know you've got a huge day ahead, but enjoy the moment tonight.
Thanks very much.
Today is Wednesday, Anzac Eve. Tomorrow is Anzac Day, a very important day, but Friday's a regular work day. And some stats have come in, thanks to Uber, who said 70% of city workers say they book time off and around public holidays. 70%, that's pretty high. 65% of city workers say they would hesitate to request time off work if they couldn't come up with a good excuse. And 49% of city workers have either booked or planned to take Friday off to make Anzac a long weekend. By the way, if you don't have an excuse, Uber have come up with an excuse generator.
like a
You can
bank.
jump online, put some info
Is it
in.
good? Is it legit?
And it'll help you get out of work on Friday, apparently.
Have you done yours?
Not yet.
So
But I actually was saying this morning I wasn't feeling 100%, and that's not like playing the long game to get Friday.
Because that's what I would do. I would start planning the season.
there is
You have to plan in advance, don't you?
You know, the great thing is with having kids, though, you can just go last minute. Like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, he's fallen off the trampoline, broken a
Yeah.
leg. Okay,
Clint and I don't have kids, so we have to start saying, gee, my
I'll give you a hot
tooth's
tip.
aching.
I don't have a trampoline.
There's always a lot of gastro and diarrhea floating around on a Monday and a Friday. A long weekend. It's just always around. It just flares.
Got women's problems. Oh, no worries. Take the day. Take the day.
No, we don't use that as an excuse. When we
Like, I'm
say
not gonna
that,
ask.
excuse me, when we say that, we mean it.
Do you?
We don't float that
Do
around.
you?
It's not, trust
Jace,
me, that
You
ain't
don't know
fun.
how hard it
Jace.
is being a guy.
Just,
Jace. I would
shut your mouth.
straight away. I would advise straight away.
Stop
Let's
talking.
move on.
Maybe I'm laying the groundwork for Friday because Lauren will be like,
What,
I
you've
don't
got
want Jace
period
in on
pain?
You know
Friday.
what?
I
You-
need a day.
You
Jace-
pop a couple of Naprogesic and sit back in
To
your
be
hole.
fair, Jace is far more hormonal and moody than me.
That is true. I am bloated.
And it's not just once a month. It's like you never know what day that's going to happen on with you.
Erin, what's your excuse? You're either rolling out or someone's used on you.
One's used on me. I've had bad dreams and can't get to work today.
I've had bad
Because
dreams.
you had a nightmare.
Someone's
Did it
actually
work?
used that?
Someone's actually used that before.
Yeah, right.
And did you let them take the day off?
Well, we had to because it
Yep.
is what it is.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's it's not like the old days where you'd be like, suck it up, get in here, or you're going to lose your job.
Remember I had the girl that couldn't come to the TV show I was filming, one of our producers, because she had the meat sweats?
That's right.
Should
That's
eat
right.
too
I mean,
much
to be
meat.
fair, that is the one excuse I relate to.
Ah, yeah, meat sweats.
But
It's
you
the
got on
worst,
that
isn't it?
sick leave that just sits there doing nothing. You might as well take it.
You say it every time.
Yeah.
You know
Do we
what?
get sick leave around here? Because I'm feeling crook.
Tonight, I'm not
Friday.
going to go as hard on the buffet like last time. And then what do? It's just a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Meat sweats.
Into the pulled pork.
The pulled pork will get you.
Amanda, good morning.
The brisket.
Good morning.
What happened? Was it you or someone you know?
Someone I know, her cat got stuck in a tree, so she couldn't come to work.
Oh, God, come on. These are the
if there's
shittest excuses.
No, if there's something wrong with your pet, you can take the day off. For
Well,
sure.
yeah, if it's in
Carers leave.
if it's an emergency,
Don't
not if
cats
it's up the
deliberately
tree.
get stuck in trees, though?
Yeah,
Where do
Fluffy's
you
up there all the time.
Where do you sit on a pet passing? Like how many days off?
Bereavement leave.
Yeah.
Take it.
A week?
Oh, yeah.
I reckon a day.
Yeah, I do too.
No, I reckon a month.
Oh, I had 3 days for Nan. I'm not taking a week for the dog. G'day, Matt. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, we're good. What was the excuse?
So I'm a chef, and one of my chefs called in sick at 5 o'clock in the morning for a shift and said his dad had fallen through a table.
Oh.
And then I later found out that his dad didn't even live with him, just hungover.
Yeah, right.
His dad fell through a table.
Yeah, and then a couple of days later, he showed me a photo that he'd hit a kangaroo. And this was the same photo that he showed me about 3 weeks earlier.
Oh.
A stock pic from
Yeah, you
Google.
say that. Foul.
My wife used to run a company that would organise all the promotion stuff that you see in bottle shops. You know, like all the young promotion stuff.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, here, try the latest Midori.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then on a Saturday morning, her phone would ring hot with like at least 40 of them cancelling. So they've gone and had a bender on the Friday night. And I
With
remember
the samples.
They'd sampled all the friends.
But I would always, every weekend, I'd hear Lou on the phone being like, okay, and I'm very sorry for your loss. I don't mean to be rude, but didn't your grandfather pass away last Saturday as well?
Yeah.
He's
Poor
back.
Gramps. He's battling,
gone.
isn't he?
He's back. He's gone. Tonight, we will be on Swan Street between about 4:30 and 5:30. Keep an eye out for Lauren, Clint and myself. Come up, shake our hand and say, hey, and you could win 10K.
That's it.
I'll
And
tell
if
you
not
what.
10K, you could win $100 or you could win $1,000.
We are going to be offloading some coin along Swan Street tonight, aren't we?
You
And then
two were
churn
very
through it.
popular yesterday at Southern Cross Station.
Well, my pockets were full of money, Clint.
I
That will
know.
help.
I know.
And then I'm going to race home tonight, watch the footy with my boys, watch the Anzac service, and then tomorrow I'm going to take both of them to the dawn service. This will be Huddy's first
Which one do you go to? I normally do the one at the Shrine in Melbourne.
I just do the local Hampton RSL.
RSL.
They
Yeah,
do it
great.
very well down there. But you've got to get there early because just being young kids, I want them like front row so at least
Yeah.
they can see.
For the two-up or for the dawn service? Because
For
your
the
boys like two-up.
No, so we'll do dawn service, go home, a little bit of brekkie, then Huddy and
Two-up.
I might go back.
It's time.
Yeah. The one day of the year he's allowed.
It's time to beat those oldies.
But as the man
At their
says on
own
the
game.
microphone at the Caulfield RSL, kids can't hold the money, kids can't hold the money.
No kids can't do it, can they?
No.
No. Huddy doesn't actually want to do the hard work to win the money. He just wants to take the winnings.
Yes.
So. TikTok strikes again. This one is thanks to comedian Benjamin Law, who has been asking people about their offensively non-scientific yardstick about whether someone is rich. So back in the day, he was saying he would judge people, if they were rich or not, whether they had a dishwasher.
Oh,
So if
yeah.
you had a dishwasher, you were rich.
We've
if
said
you
before.
had to wash and get the tea towel out and dry your dishes, nah,
You're POV.
you're POV. You're not in the
Bit
money
POV.
game. The other things people suggested were if you had one of the, oh God, this is really rich. If you had one of those fridges with an ice machine,
Yep.
rich.
Yeah.
If you had ice trays,
Yeah.
No, I'll give you one better. We just had the fridge in the house. If you wanted something from the freezer, you had to go out to the shed where the chest freezer
We had
was.
one too, Jace.
That's POV.
We had
and that's,
one too.
And I'll point
no,
out,
a
that's
chest freezer was fancy.
No.
You could have all the ice
But
cream you wanted in
if
there.
you couldn't
not
fit
a
it inside.
Yeah, that's not a second freezer. That's the freezer.
Outside.
Right.
And then you'd sit there as a chubby little ranger at 8 years old going, I want an ice cream, but then I'm scared of the boogeyman in the shed.
Oh, yeah, going out to the garage to get something as a
You'd
kid
weigh it
was
up.
terrifying.
I would
You know
run
what?
in to get that corner.
And
out
you're,
of
I would
not, you're not
argue-
affected by that to this day, are you?
I would argue that if you had a garage, rich. If you had like a tarp or a carport.
We had a carport.
We had a carport. Yeah, we had a carport.
No need for a roller door on that one.
Yeah.
There's no sides. We used to, this is POV. Mum used to collect the leftover bits of the cake of soap and then mould them together to make a new cake.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like two bathrooms. I had three older sisters, so there was little soap cakes everywhere, and Mum would just mash them together.
That's
and then-
genius.
yeah.
Cakes
That's
of soap.
thrifty.
Remember the pearl?
Freak
Was it
me
pearls?
out.
Was like a yes.
yes.
Thrifty is a good word.
Thrifty. Yes, I like that.
Yeah,
When we, the Stanaways, went on a trip to Sizzler, there was usually a long line at Sizzler of people waiting to get in. You had to pay before you got in, right?
Yes, that's right.
Anyway, Mum and Dad would say, okay, you two, just go to the toilet and then we'll pay. And then you come and join us at the table. So we'd emerge from the toilet
Oh my
once
God,
they
that's-
paid and we'd
But
have
then-
Just
snuck
going in to meet my mum. We've already gone
Exactly.
But then hang on. What are you sharing a seat?
Oh, there was always extra
in. No,
seats we
'cause
could pull.
when
Yeah.
you had that many kids, you'd be in a booth.
Exactly.
Oh, the
A booth was
yes,
living,
yes.
wasn't it?
Booth was living.
Pizza Hut or Sizzler, if they said, oh, there's 5 of you, get a booth, you'd be like, oh, stretch your legs. We are in a booth. We are kings.
We would go
Living like
caravanning down the Gold Coast for like 4 weeks at the end of the year, but Mum and Dad would always stop at McDonald's on the way, but it was to pick up all the little sachets.
Oh,
of
yeah.
salt
Can we
and
get
pepper
some
and
extra
everything.
salt?
Yeah,
and
yeah, just so
pepper?
that way we had it for caravanning. It was ready to go.
Oh, yeah, when we'd go on holidays, you know how you get like a buffet breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
And our parents would always be like, wrap up some of those croissants in napkins and take them because we are not paying for lunch today, my friends.
Only breakfast is included?
Only breakfast is included. Wrap up the croissants.
Where were you on holidays?
Anywhere.
No, where were you when you were wrapping up the croissants?
They don't do a buffet at the campsite.
Where were you? They don't, Clint.
We're in Paris. We're in Paris. No wonder we couldn't afford
They do a good croissant in Paris.
Guys, quickly
Admittedly.
wrap up the croissants. Things are expensive in Paris.
We'd have them for breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Oh, there
We
you go.
spent all our money on the flights over.
Overrated.
Absolutely overrated.
Or underrated.
I'm tired of being underrated.
So, it's just things that we learn from during the week and go, it's a bit overrated, that's a bit underrated. If you join us on the air, you might pick up tickets to Noel Horan. He is coming back to town. Got shows at Rod Laver Arena. May 3rd and 4th. Tickets are on sale through Ticketek thanks to TEG Live.
Guys, I had something yesterday that I used to hate, and then I had them yesterday and I'm having a real moment for them, and I reckon they're underrated. Sardines.
Oh!
Yum.
No.
On a cracker.
Sorry, any...
Or on like really finely cut bread toasted.
Question.
I'm telling you, good sardines are delicious.
Question. Difference between sardine and an anchovy?
They're longer, aren't they?
I've got no idea.
Isn't it a longer fish?
In fact, I might have even been eating anchovies yesterday.
Do you eat
Are
No, that
anchovies
was
skinned?
sardines. Sardines are fatter, aren't
That's
they?
disgusting. Do you eat them out of the can? Just dangle them over the
Well,
gob?
yeah.
And then
That's
I was
horrific.
in a meeting and they ordered some snacks. We were in a
Oh,
like a
that's-
in
What
a
a
wine
terrible meeting.
Imagine
bar.
your breath.
It was with my accountant,
Rotten.
and then he pulled out sardines, and I was like, as if this day could get worse.
What, he shared
Delicious.
his
But they
tin of
came. It's like quite
sardines.
bougie to serve sardines in a can with the little thing pulled back.
That's
now.
bougie?
Yeah, but they're like fancy sardines. I don't know. They were
It's
so...
fish in a can, Lauren.
Nah, they
Sorry,
were so
you're
good.
doing your tax, and your accountant hands you a tin of sardines.
We're in a wine bar. We had a little.
Wild
We had some wine and some sardines.
accounting expedition.
They
are you
obviously wrote that meeting
on?
off.
Is his name John West?
Yeah, I know. Like, wow.
Anyway, a good sardine is underrated.
Sticking with food, I'll tell you what's overrated. I had it offered to me earlier in the week, and I'm like, I'm not 90. I love eggs, but it's a no for quiche.
Oh, I love quiche.
I love a quiche.
You think it's overrated?
Overrated.
Oh, no. I can't get enough quiches in my
Love a
life.
quiche.
Of course you do, because you're a 90-year-old trapped inside a 80-year-old's body.
It's, you know what I love a frittata as well. But
I
a
love a
quiche,
frittata.
What's the difference?
Well, a quiche
Frittata-
has pastry. It's frittata with pastry around the edge.
Oh, is that the only difference?
Yeah,
Pretty
frittata's
much.
more
Okay.
a slab of quiche.
Clint and
speaking
I love
speaking of being old,
frittata.
I did something during the week
Oh,
that I think you're both going to hate, but I think it's really underrated. I put my electric blanket on for the winter.
the
I
only
think
person.
electric blankets are underrated.
You know what?
The only person I know that had an electric blanket was my Nana Mavis, and she died 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could still buy them.
Did she leave it for you, Clint? Is it Mavis's blanket?
Is
my
it Nana
queen-sized
Mavis's?
electric blanket
You know
is
what?
now on and ready for winter. I gave it a hoon the other night, and it was absolute pleasure.
What happens when you drink too much and piss the bed?
You get electrocuted. Yeah. He went out warm. That's for sure.
That makes sense. He told us this morning he was giving up drinking for
That's
3 months.
why he doesn't want to
We
piss the
know
electric
why.
blanket.
Because
You don't
it's
wanna
electric blanket
You don't want
season.
to He doesn't want to get electrocuted. I know I'm going to get owned for this. I just know it.
What have you done now?
So last weekend,
Stunning weather last weekend.
beautiful weather. We were invited over to a set of school parents' house. Some parents whose kid plays basketball with one of my sons.
Do you socialise with the school parents much?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Here's my philosophy. Rather than hiring a babysitter to go to like an all-grade dinner where you're just going to do small talk, I would rather like get a couple of couples and then go out and actually have like
there were other parents and other kids there.
So there was four.
Wait, sorry. Say that again.
So a lot of them do like, okay, it's the year 4 dinner this Friday night.
And
You got to
all
get a
the parents.
babysitter and you go
Yeah.
along and it's all the parents.
Yeah.
It's like, of course you're not going to get along with every parent, so it's all the small talk. Where I would rather skip that event and go, hey, Jenny, Steve, Mickey, let's us go out for dinner.
Oh, like the cool group, you exclude the others. Just like at school.
No, it's just,
the funny ones,
I want more. I want
the rich ones.
You just want the cool ones.
No, I just want.
And what? That means you don't have to get a babysitter?
No, you still do, but I just justify the babysitting cost
Oh,
better.
because you're hanging out with the cool kids.
No.
The cool parents.
Anyway.
That's how it seems to me.
Last Saturday, we were invited over to these parents' house.
Bring a plate?
Well, they said don't bring anything.
You've got to bring something.
Mate, they put it on. Sushi platters.
What? At a barbecue?
They had oysters. Well, and I thought it was going to be a barbecue. It turned into like a full sit-down
So what do you bring?
lamb dinner.
You just, if they say don't bring anything, then you
still
take a
bring
nice
some.
bottle of wine
Champagne.
and some flowers or something.
I took a nice bottle of, what's the one with the nice little
Great
yellow
Western?
label? No.
Yellow? Did
No,
you take yellow?
No,
You
Verve.
don't-
Verve with the yellow orange label.
Yeah.
Orange label. No, I wasn't going to waste the yellow Glen on that. And that day earlier, I was driving along North Road, and have you heard of is it Stubby's Scrolls? Who knows him?
What?
Brody, what's the name of the scroll joint?
Sebi's Scrolls.
Sebi's Scrolls.
And what is
What's a
Sebi's
Sebi's
Scrolls?
Scroll?
Have
A
you not
cinnamon
seen?
scroll-
Have you not seen
cinnamon
these
bun.
on Instagram?
No, I've
These
never heard
things,
of Sebi's Scrolls. Must be a Bayside thing.
Oh, Bayside.
No, they took off. Have a look at those bad boys. They took
rah,
off during
rah.
lockdown.
Oh, yes. I've seen them. A
Yep.
cinnamon scroll.
Yes, they took off during lockdown, and now every weekend
Oh
there is
my God, yum. What is that?
there is a line of people 50 metres long outside Sebi's Scrolls on North Road.
Caramel pecan scrolls.
Yeah.
What's that white magic they
Oh,
brush
no.
on top? Oh.
So anyway, I was driving past and I'm like, brilliant. I'm going to get boxes of Sebi Scrolls to rock up.
Yeah, see, that's nice.
They know, like, boom, bougie.
Dessert.
Everyone's talking about it. Dessert. It'll be great.
It's hot property, the Sebi Scrolls, so
Yeah.
you would have been like in the know.
Anyway, as the afternoon went on, things were progressing. Drinks were flowing.
Oh, so it was a lunchtime affair.
Yeah, started at 2. I left at 1 a.m.
That's an expensive babysitter.
Lord.
An 11-hour babysitter.
The,
She must have been tearing her hair out with 3 children.
the host was falling asleep standing up in their kitchen.
You overstayed. You're welcome.
I realised that.
The big boy was like, great.
Who
Everyone's
else
gone to
was
bed.
there?
I'm just going
Was
to
it just
sit in
you?
their kitchen.
It was
and
me
eat
and one other
Sebi
dad
Scrolls.
left. Everyone else had left except me and one other dad.
And was the dad or the mum that was hosting you falling asleep?
Yeah, they
Or
were
both
fully
of them?
they were fully asleep standing up in their
Oh,
kitchen.
my
I'm like, okay, I need to leave. But anyway, that's not my issue. My issue was
It's not your issue, it's their issue.
we had dinner - lunch at about 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're having a few drinks. It's about 7 o'clock, and I look over on the bench about 3 metres away, and there's the scrolls sitting in a box,
Still intact.
still intact, haven't been served.
How on earth did that happen?
And I'm like, well, I can't ask them.
Yeah, you can. 7 o'clock, Sebi Scroll Hour. Easy. Get them
See,
out.
I was dropping hints.
Put 'em
going,
on a
"Oh,
platter."
I could do with something sweet.
Well, why don't you make yourself useful and get them on a platter yourself?
Well, I wasn't going to do. I've never been to these people's house before. I wasn't just going to go over and start serving food in their kitchen. So I kept dropping hints all night. No scroll.
Oh,
No serve. Went home hungry.
Oh,
Oh, you didn't take
they
a
kept
doggy
the
bag.
Sebi's scrolls.
They kept the scrolls.
How many scrolls did you buy?
I bought 8.
How many people were at lunch?
8. Plus kids. Kids weren't getting the scrolls.
Oh,
I
no,
got them some donut
that's
king
even
donuts.
worse when you take something like that you're like, this is for the adults, like
Exactly.
some bougie dessert, and then they're like, okay, kids, who wants to
Oh,
eat
I
that? And I'm
know.
like, no.
So
it's
Who
for
wants the
us.
Maltesers?
Here is
Yeah,
my
the kids
question.
can have the marshmallows.
13, 24, 10. When you take something to someone's house, what's the rule on them serving it? Like, say, if you come to my place and you bring a bottle of wine over, am I supposed to open Clint's wine?
So
Or do
I
we
think-
just keep drinking
No,
the wine
wine's
I've
an
got open?
interesting one because sometimes you take wine as a gift and sometimes you take it to share.
I think you offer and you hope that they say no.
What do you mean? As a host
If
or
it's
as
a nice bottle and you're there and Jace has brought it, I say, should we open this now?
You're
And
hoping I
just
go, no,
hoping,
no, save it for later. Save it for later.
I'll save it for next week.
Yeah.
when you're not here?
See, I went to dinner at a friend's place the other night and I took a bottle of Pinot. We were doing a Sunday
Yeah,
roast.
yeah, yeah.
And it stayed sitting on the bench and they served a much bougier wine than what I bought.
Oh,
that's
see,
good.
well, that
So
works
you've
well.
upgraded.
But then I was like, maybe they don't want my Pov wine here.
I better take it home. Can't leave it here.
I know. I didn't know
That's
what
just
to do.
rubbish for them.
I just kept eyeing it off, still sitting on that bench.
13, 24, 10. What's the ruling? If you take something to someone's house,
Okay,
do they have to serve
So
it?
wine, if I had people at my house,
Yep.
I would serve what I had organised.
And you'd save theirs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I think wine is often like a gift.
All right.
isn't it? I
13,
don't know.
24, 10 to weigh in. We're talking social etiquette this morning.
Yeah.
I went to a set of parents' house for dinner last week from school and basketball where the kids know them. Never been to their house before. I stayed till 1 a.m., realised I overstayed my welcome.
At what point did you realise? When they went to bed and you were still sitting in their
No,
living
he
room?
was like the guy was standing in his kitchen, and I like finished my Pinot and I said, "Should we do a roadie?" And I looked over and he was like,
I shall.
"Sorry?" And I was like, "Oh, he's falling asleep standing up. I better go."
That's not great, is
There's
it?
nothing worse than when people won't leave
So
the
you
house.
took a bottle of champagne.
Bottle of champagne,
Cool.
and
Which is acceptable.
Subby
and
Scrolls.
Did it get drunk?
Yeah, we haven't into that. But
do you know the
Sebby
issue I have is when I take something on a plate, how I retrieve my plate
Oh,
or my
yes.
Tupperware, that's a real issue.
Yes.
You would be protective over your Tupperware.
You got to part
It's
with that.
very nice
no,
Tupperware.
You got to part with that.
Yeah,
If
you
you give them a platter,
No.
that's done.
No.
Oh, it's done?
It's
You're not
gone.
getting it
No,
back?
you don't.
No.
You just help in the kitchen and you move it onto another plate, put some glider wrap over it and take your plate back.
Oh, that's a bit. No.
You're not donating.
I'm not walking
I want
out
my
with
plate back.
I'm not walking out with an empty plate under my arm.
Do you know how much some of those platters cost?
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
want it
why
back.
that's why you serve it on the cheap one.
Yeah, but you're not going to dinner with like a cheap plate.
No, you can get those aluminium ones now. Yeah, the foil.
Oh, what? Turning up with dessert and that? I wouldn't do that.
You go
I'd
like
serve it on a
nice
plate.
salad bowls. That's mine. I'm taking that home with me.
Yeah, they're spenny.
Thank you, Lauren.
Anna.
Thank you, Clint.
Hi, how are you all?
In Melbourne, we're good. Social etiquette. If you're the host, do you have to serve what people bring?
Depends on the circumstances. So
Okay.
if I invite people and I've asked them to bring something, so I've got a group of friends, we do an annual barbecue, and whoever's hosting will do all the barbecue.
Yep.
And everybody brings salad and dessert.
Great.
You serve everything.
100%.
People bring their own wines. If their wines get drunk, it gets drunk. If it doesn't, they take it home.
Oh,
Oh,
no, you can't
no,
take it
no,
home.
no,
that's
no.
a donation into their cellar.
States.
Yeah, no,
Or
no, no.
fridge.
God. You know when you're young and you're growing up and you host house parties and then you check the booze cupboard afterwards and like it's fully stocked but it's all like half drunk
Random
bottles.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think if you take food, it is to be served. If you take wine, that could be seen as a gift.
It's always good if someone else brings some nicer beer
Oh,
and goes in the
yes.
esky and you can put your hand in there and accidentally pull out one of theirs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
oh,
just don't
sorry,
like
these
it.
are yours. No, you're right, mate. Help yourself.
Go for it. I've only got
okay.
6.
If you take
Jeez.
something better that you want to drink and they serve like a terrible champagne and you've bought a nice bottle to enjoy over dinner and you're like, oh God, they've taken it as a gift. And I really wanted to drink that.
Also, Lou wouldn't let me take because I bought a couple of bottles of wine and she's like, we're not rocking up like those people. So I had to leave some bottles in the car and just walk in with one.
No, you could take 2 bottles
That's
of wine.
what I thought.
You went at midday and left at 1 a.m. and you only took 1 bottle of wine.
Michael is on the air, 132410. Where do you sit on this one, Michael? Social etiquette. Does it need to be served?
So more often we're guests than hosts, and depends on how close we are, particularly with school parents.
Yep.
We'll gift them with an expensive bottle.
Yep.
And if we're not that close, it'll be a cheaper bottle.
Right, yeah.
So you rank them.
Yeah.
But if I was taking a gift, right, like a wine to say thank you, I would put it in one of those funny little wine sleeves, like a little bag. And I'd
Oh,
be
what, like the birthday bags?
yeah, this is for you. Thanks for hosting us.
Oh, that's good, though, because
And
then they don't
this
see
is
the
for-
label.
This is for dinner.
Oh, you'd give them a present one
Sometimes,
and
yeah.
a dinner.
I would sometimes take flowers and then a bottle of wine or like something, or it might be like some beautiful chocolates or something. You'd be like, these are for you. Thank you for having
So
us.
if it arrives in the brown paper bag, that means it's ready to be drunk.
Oh, that's for the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's good. That's actually a good distinction.
One of the dads
a
walked in.
gift. They
One
don't
of the
have to
dads
open
walked
it.
in
It's a
and
gift.
dropped a full carton on the kitchen
Oh,
bench.
that's there to be
That's for
drunk.
consumption. Beer's always for, you're not bringing beer as a gift.
Jules in St Leonard's. What's your thoughts?
Well, we have a pretty good system that actually I have to give the credit to my husband, who is probably drinking Chianti as we speak in Italy. Anyway, when people bring wine, and even if it's a scenario like they bring it in a gift pack, so you know that they want you to have it as a gift for yourself.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get drunk throughout the night, because we always have heaps of wine here
Yep.
anyway, we write the names on the bottles and we put them away. And the next time we're with those people, then we'll bring that out and we share it with them.
Oh, that's really nice. I like that.
Oh, my God,
So if
that's-
I've bought a beautiful wine.
That's great. Like, as the guest, I love that. But as the host, that's
Yeah.
a lot of work. You're running a library.
But it's not guaranteed. You might tuck into it on, with it, just your husband.
No, I know, but imagine rocking up at Jules's house. Hey, Jules, can you check Lost and Found for a bottle I left here last time?
Hey, Jules. Now, the big issue here, I think you'll be good at deciding, is if you bring food to that event or barbecue or dinner, is that to be served or is that for the people to just save for the next day?
No, you eat that.
Yeah.
And you get to take the plate home.
Yes, you
Yes,
do,
you
Jules.
do. Jules,
Sing it.
Jules would have bougie platters she'd be serving. Did she say her husband was drinking Chianti in Italy right now?
Yep.
Well, he's living the dream, isn't he?
Yep.
What's
so
Chianti?
he's not there.
Wine. It's a type
Is
of
it?
wine. Italian wine.
Sounds posh.
Bring it over. I'll serve it next
Oh,
time
yeah,
you pop
you
in.
would.
No, you're not getting that.
One question. $5,000. This is Chase and Lawrence. $5,000 question.
One question, $5,000. We do it every day at 8 o'clock. Let's head to Epping. Good morning, Amy. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing?
We are excellent. How are you this morning?
Yes, I'm good. Extremely nervous and excited.
You'll be fine.
Don't be nervous, Amy. What do you do with yourself?
So I work at a cardiologist in Epping.
Very nice.
What sort of hobbies have you got?
Hobbies, well, 3 children. Do they class as hobbies?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, they do.
They do indeed.
All right.
Hey, Amy, do you play along in the car? How do you normally go with the 5K question?
Every single day we play along. Sometimes, didn't get it yesterday, but every other day I did. I knew
Okay.
Christopher Nolan last week. So
Oh,
ask me another
she's a
Oppenheimer
smart
question.
one.
We've got a smart
All right.
cookie. All right, here's the go, though. It's up to you how smart you're feeling. You can do an easy question for $50, a medium question for $500, or you can roll the dice and go for 5K.
5K all the way.
Yeah, got to be in it to win it.
$5,000.
No guts, no glory.
That's
I'm
right.
nervous. Amy said she was nervous and she's rubbed it off on me. All right, Amy, come on. Let's see if we can win you $5,000. I'm going to ask a question. You'll hear a 3, 2, 1 countdown. You have to answer within that time, Amy. And $5,000 could be coming your way.
Are you ready?
Yes.
3 seconds you will have to answer.
Here
You
we
can
go.
always make a guess if you don't know, okay?
Okay.
All right, your $5,000 question is...
Amy, in golf, what is the term for scoring 2 under par?
3. An eagle.
1.
She's done it.
She done it!
$5,000, Amy. It's that simple.
Oh, everyone is so excited. Thank God I played Microsoft Golf growing up.
Microsoft Golf. You're not even real golf.
$5,000.
Oh, at the start of that, I asked you if you had any hobbies. Oh, I was wondering if you said golf. You didn't say
Microsoft.
Microsoft Golf.
Amy. I knew that one was gettable.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to have to go and get my heart checked now.
Yeah. To the cardiologist. Amy, what are you going to do with $5,000 and what does it mean to you and your family? You got 3 kids. It's a busy house.
It is a busy house. It means so much to us. We've got so much expenses going on with 3 kids, and
I
this will
bet.
mean the world. I'm so grateful.
Oh,
You know
you're
what?
so welcome.
I knew that was going to go today.
So did I.
$5,000.
How good. We love giving away cash.
Don't we?
Amy
Cash.
from Epping.
Oh, this is awesome.
Money.
I've been learning a lot about children recently. Obviously, I've told you many times I've got a niece who I asked because she was dribbling the other day, perhaps she was teething, and they said, Lauren, she's 10 weeks old. She's not teething. She's just dribbling.
They're very complex, aren't
Because
they?
I find,
There should be a manual.
There should be.
well,
Instructions.
but they're all different.
I know. I always say to friends that are about to have one baby, I'm like, hey, mate, if I can do 3, you
anyone
do
can do
one.
anything.
Anyone can do anything. How
so-
do you go changing nappies?
I mean, she's really little, so that's sort of fine at this point.
Wait till she's on solids.
Yeah, no.
so
not
it
yet.
turns a bit more solid,
Oh, it turns.
does it?
Is that when they have teeth that they
Is it?
start solids? No.
Yeah.
They're not chewing, though. Anyway, not just babies and their teeth. So kids of all ages, adults, we all have teeth. And
Yeah.
we all have a story to tell about our teeth. And one of my friends' kids, because all my friends, most of my friends, I would say, have children.
Yep.
And some of them are, 5, 6, 7. This little guy is, I think, in year 1, maybe prep. I don't know. Hard to tell. Small child, blonde hair, very cute.
It all blends into one around that age.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking? Roughly 7?
Prep or year 1.
Okay, 5. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now they go to that preschool thing that's like school, and so it feels like he's
Kinder.
been in school
Yeah,
forever.
yeah.
Parents send them a bit
Yeah, but
later
some of
as
them
well.
go to kinder at school and they wear like a school uniform.
Oh, that's the posh
so
kinders.
it feels like
No,
they've been
that's-
at school for years.
Oh, that's early learning.
Oh,
With a
God.
uniform?
Yeah.
In
ECLC.
early learning?
A blazer, Clint.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, thank you.
Very confusing as to how long he's been at school for. Anyway, he came up to us. Well, he came up to me and said, my mouth hurts. And I was like, go and have a cup of water.
Good solution.
That's what he used to say to me at school if I wanted to go to sick bay.
toughen up,
Have a cup of
basically.
water. I said, and then he said, oh, no, my mouth hurts. And I was like, okay, well, let me have a look. What was I looking for? Anyway, he opens his mouth. He's got his children's teeth or whatever they're called. Baby teeth.
Yes. Children's teeth.
And he's growing a row of teeth behind the children's teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Like a shark.
Like the molars.
Yeah.
So I screamed, and then he ran over to his mum, and she
Well, that's
looked at
going to
him,
comfort the kid. Yeah, you screaming. Yep.
and she was like, "Oh no, there's nothing there. It's fine." And I'm looking at her, going, "Are your eyes painted on? Because that kid is growing shark teeth." And then she was
So it's a row of teeth behind the baby
like,
teeth.
"His new teeth are coming behind. The baby teeth haven't fallen out yet."
They're coming in too early.
So anyway, he's had the tooth removed, and it's all will be fine. But is that normal?
Yeah.
Sometimes
To have
they come.
shark teeth? Did I have shark teeth as a child?
Molars.
Probably, yeah.
No, in the front.
In the front.
So
It's in the front.
No, that's what she's saying. Like the adult teeth were coming through too early.
But they
and
weren't knocking the other ones out.
They were coming up from behind.
Oh.
Like a shark.
So I
like
screamed.
dinosaur teeth.
And he
Yes.
thought he was not in a good place.
It's
And
like one of
when
my
adults behave like that, the kids freak out too.
One of my kids recently did a scan, and they don't have adult teeth waiting underneath.
At all?
In the waiting bay.
He's going to be an adult with baby teeth.
No. We're going to call him
No.
Gummy. No.
What do you mean?
Like there's two teeth that don't have adult teeth waiting underneath.
So does he keep his baby teeth?
Well, we have to try and keep them as long as we can, or we need to.
Oh, they'll grow one day.
Or we remove the baby teeth.
And he's going to have gaps.
No. So that way, an orthodontist can start like moving,
Closing the
merging
gaps.
them.
Yeah, merging them.
I'm scared of the dentist, as you know, and I don't have wisdom teeth. I just don't have them.
What do you mean? You
So
got them out,
for
or they've
years
just never
and
come
years and
through?
years, I've been scared about having to have wisdom teeth taken out, and then I did all the X-rays. They're like, you don't have them.
Really?
They just never appear. It's like I talked myself out of growing them. I'm not even kidding.
I do that with the lotto.
I begged to
I'm
not
gonna
get
win, I'm
wisdom
gonna
teeth
win,
because
I'm
I
gonna
didn't want the operation, and
Yeah.
I just don't have them. Where there's a will, there's a way, guys. Believe.
And also,
you shall achieve.
You would hate people looking at you with the tea towel and the
hang on.
and the ice pack tied around your head.
It's quite a journey. Sorry, where are your
My mum
kids'
just
teeth?
texted me.
Why are they missing?
Because sometimes.
What do you mean? You've got to have the teeth.
No, but
No, but I'm telling you, as we're getting older, you know how like we used to be gorillas and now we're turning into humans and we're like evolving.
Oh, here we
During
go.
evolution.
Bloody David Attenborough over here.
During evolution, some people aren't
Or in
growing
history.
things we don't need anymore, like wisdom teeth.
or a brain.
Apparently, it's a thing. It's a thing. Some people are getting shark teeth.
So your kids aren't going to have teeth?
No,
They can have tiny little baby teeth as adults.
Gummy's going to be fine. Basically, he just so we're going to take the baby teeth out that don't have any underneath it, and then close the gaps.
Maybe you should donate a couple.
Clint, you've got plenty of teeth. Look
I
at
do,
you.
I do.
Luna Park over there. You could donate a couple.
Jason Lawrence. Say hey for 10K.
Good morning, Melbourne. Yes, if you are heading along to the footy tonight, Swan Street's going to be heaving.
It will be heaving. In fact, it's going to be heaving all weekend for all of these Anzac Round footy games and blockbusters.
Keep an eye out for us. We are getting out and about right across Melbourne. We are doing Say Hey to win 10K.
That's it. It's that simple.
All you have to do is come up, see Lauren, Clint and myself, shake our hand and say, hey, every 100th person. And one of our team members has one of those little clickers like the nightclub guy. Tick, 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 tick. Every 100th person will win $100.
Every 1,000th person will take away 1,000 and the 10,000th person will win $10,000 in cash.
Yesterday we hit up Southern Cross Station. This is how it went down.
Hello, what's your name?
Talia.
And sorry, how'd you recognise this old lady?
From ABC Kids.
That's so mean.
Also, wasn't it WB Kids?
It was WB Kids.
We have a branding issue.
It was Kids WB, actually. I obviously did a good job promoting the show.
Hello, Emma. What did you say when you walked up?
I said I watched Lauren on Kids WB when I was a kid.
Oh, my
How
God.
old are you now, Emma? I'm 20. Oh, that makes me feel so old.
Oh, Mum.
Oh, Mum, Dad.
You grew up with Mum. Okay, what people don't know, Laws,
Yeah.
is we are 3 people away from another $100 winner.
Oh, 3 for a little winning shake, you reckon? Oh, I thought that woman was running towards you. She's just going to miss her train.
Hello. What's your name?
Sen.
Sen?
Yeah.
Guess what? number 100.
What?
You got $100. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I think your friend was like, no, I'm not shaking them. You can shake them.
Yeah, why not?
Joke's on them. $100. What are you doing in the city?
I'm working, going to a meeting.
Supposed to be working.
Yeah, supposed to be now. Nah. Going for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Lockie, bad news for you. We just gave away another $100. You missed it by 2 minutes.
Very unfortunate. I saw you guys earlier, but thought I'd go to the toilet first and then come after. Damn, that's rough.
There's one lady that was hanging right back. She's trying to work out the time when to do it.
Oh,
hello. Hey. How you going? Good. Excellent. Hey. Not there yet. Hey, Lawrence too. Don't be angry. Oh, it is you. She's timed it.
It is that easy. Tonight we'll be back on the streets.
Handing out cash.
I'm going to be
baby.
wearing my Melbourne scarf as well. Hope that's okay.
I'll be in my
that's fine.
tiger scarf.
That's totally fine. My mum's knitting me one of those ones where it's down the middle.
Good.
Oh, my God. They're so embarrassing.
Don't
People
take
who
a
do
side,
that.
Jace.
No, I won't. No, I'm joking. Mum can't do that. So around 4:30.
She back.
Why are you laughing?
She back.
I'm laughing at Clint.
Jace, I
Your
feel
mum's not pulling out
for
the
you at these
Janome.
moments.
Don't look at me like that.
No, my mum is not pulling out the Janome, Lauren.
You made the joke, not me.
Because my mum has passed.
The Janome in heaven. All right.
Yeah.
So here's the go. Tonight.
You're so...
Can you
She's
stop
still
laughing?
Stop cackling. Respect, Lauren. She's dead.
So mean. You tell the joke. I laugh at your joke.
She's
and
my
then
mother.
I'm in trouble.
I'm allowed to do the joke.
Do you want to laugh at his
I
dad
didn't do
too?
the joke.
Oh, I wasn't going to bring that up. He's not going to the football tonight as well, Lauren, in case you're wondering.
Jason,
you know why?
Suffering. He's suffering.
Do you know why?
Stop it.
Because he's dead too. Do not say R.I.D.P.
Should we play a song?
My dad, he can't.
Stairway to Heaven, maybe.
Stop it.
Are
Guys,
you two done?
No, you started this joke. It's not funny.
No, I know it's not. They're my parents.
I know. We miss them.
You never met them.
I did not ever meet them, but I would have loved them.
I can't say the same.
I reckon your dad would have loved me.
I actually think he would have,
I reckon
sadly.
he would. I think it's a good thing that he and I did not collab.
You think it's a good thing? Great.
No,
okay,
I don't.
Wow.
Don't. I'm going to wear my pants. I'm not laughing.
It's what he would have wanted.
Come on, play a nice song. What song's coming up? Please be something uppity.
Loz, I know you've heard of divorce, but have you heard of sleep divorce?
Well, it's funny you mention it because is this about people sleeping in separate bedrooms?
Yes,
Couples?
it's a trend that's taking off on the old talk at the moment. Couples
Yeah.
jumping online to explain why they're sleeping in separate bedrooms.
Because remember, Paul said to me the other day, I think I'd been unwell or he'd been unwell, and he said, "Why don't I just sleep in the spare room tonight?" And I looked at him and said, "Well, we might as well break up.
Yeah, no.
We might as well break up."
No, it's actually
Because
the other
if
way.
we sleep in separate rooms, I think that's a stairway to the end of our relationship. And then he's been away for a week, and I've had the king bed to myself. And last night he was home, and I was so excited to have him home until I went to bed and he climbed in, and I was like,
Not
"Why
much
don't you go
room.
sleep in the spare room?" So I can roll around in here on my own.
It's
Well,
love.
that's the thing. A lot of couples are saying it's actually going the other way. It's saving their marriage and relationships.
There is something
How
about
many,
having the bed to yourself, which is just
So,
so
like,
liberating.
They're going to bed together, having a bit of...
Oh, so
and then it's like, okay, well, thanks for coming over. And then you get up and you go off to
Oh,
your separate room.
no. Oh, I thought it was just on the nights where you weren't doing that.
Oh, well,
I don't think it's so to be like a one night stand every time.
well, not every time.
Chow.
Oh, please. Oh,
So
they're
you-
not doing that every night.
So you've just transacted. You just done the transaction.
No, but that's not the point, though.
No.
You might not be doing the
What
transaction.
about
You
the
st-
cuddle?
No, you're getting caught up in the transaction.
Oh.
I'm just saying, park that for a second.
Oh.
Just a normal night. You and Clint are married, hypothetical.
Oh, wow. I don't know how I feel about this conversation, but push on for the sake of art.
Tipping point's finished and you guys are ready for bed.
Yes. It's a good show. Gets
I
us in.
actually went to bed at 7:15 last night.
Really gets me in
and
the
I
mood.
thought, I wonder if Clint's still up. There's a fair chance he's also in bed.
And you would know because he's in a separate bed.
Yeah.
So you kiss each other goodnight and you go off to your separate rooms.
Okay.
Benji Marshall, who used to play for
The Tigers.
Tigers, yeah, and his wife
Zoe,
who's quite prominent on social, they have separate rooms. And I remember reading an article where he was like, he gets to style his room. How
So
he
you
wants
have your
it.
own stuff? Your own wardrobe,
Yeah, you
your
have
own
your own
bathroom?
wardrobe.
Oh, I'd love my own
So would
bathroom.
I. I'd put a gaming chair in this at the PlayStation.
I need
Can
lonely.
I ask, out of the 7 days, are you wholesale in bed with Lou 7 days?
And at the moment, no. With kids, we're like moving around. Mate,
Oh, right.
With 3 kids, I go to bed in one bed and I wake up somewhere completely different. And I'm like, where am I?
That is living.
It takes
Clint does the same.
No, different.
No,
Different situation.
I do.
Totally different situation.
But what about you
What
have to
room is
scamper in the next morning and collect your belongings
No.
that you've left? You can't leave anything in the other person's room?
Well, I guess not. No.
Oh, gosh. What if you've left something in there? Do you have to knock to be able to go in to collect what you might have taken off and left there the night before?
I don't know. You're making this sound a lot
Change
more
your own
sexy
sheets?
than it needs to be. Yeah, you change your own sheets?
Yeah.
Imagine
Oh,
the
so
bloke's
you-
room. The bloke's room wouldn't be
Oh,
doing as
yeah.
much washing as
So
the...
you could have your
Once a
Collingwood
month.
Football Club
Yes.
Doona cover, and she's got a beautiful crisp
Little
white
Mermaid.
sheets. No, I grew out of those.
You know what? 13, 24, 10. Let's see how common it is here in Melbourne. Are you sleeping in separate rooms to your partner, or have you got something else you've rolled in to? No, not.
Oh, we're
hang
not
on.
doing throuple
No,
chat
no.
again.
I said something, not someone. Like, is there something else you do to save the relationship?
A body pillow. Brilliant.
Maybe it's compulsory date nights, like Lou and I used to have.
Boring.
Oh, okay. Yep.
No, go on.
No, well, Lou
Date
and
nights are great.
Friday, Archie's in like daycare. So
Oh.
so Friday at lunch, I wasn't allowed to book anything in, and she wasn't either. So that was our time. We had a
Ah.
couple lunch every Friday.
That's nice.
Yeah.
How long did that last?
About a week. No,
Where was dessert?
again, it's not all about that.
Because the last time you did that, I thought you guys went to the car wash. You thought this will be a fun couple activity. Let's get clean together.
Let's get soapy.
13 24 10 is our number. Whether it's separate bedrooms or something else, what has helped save your relationship? Give us a call here at Nova. You've got Jason, Lauren, Clint's here from the newsroom, and we're all sleeping separately.
Thank goodness for that between the three of us.
Yeah.
I don't sleep separately with my fiancé, but he has been away for a week, and I did love having the king-size bed to myself. Came home last night, and I was like, hello. We got 2 other beds in this house. I've been quite enjoying this
How do you
space.
feel about bunks?
No, but a lot of people are doing this separate bedrooms thing. Isn't there a couple that have a podcast here about it? Separate bathrooms and separate bedrooms?
Yes.
And they say it's just a game changer.
Yep, the Daddos.
The Daddos.
Yep, separate bathrooms is the podcast.
Is it also, I mean, snoring is a big issue for a lot
which
of
is
couples.
what the phone lines have lit
Really?
up about. Sam in Coburg is joining us on the air. Morning, Sam.
Morning, how you going?
We're good. You and your partner live in separate bedrooms or sleep in separate bedrooms?
So I live with my ex-partner.
Wow.
But before we broke up, so we've got a kid together.
Yep.
And she's under 1.
Right.
So before, when we were together, I would tell him to sleep in the spare bed because he snores really loud.
Yep.
And we've tried earplugs, we've tried the mouth guard, we've tried everything, and it just wouldn't work. So
Is that why
he's
you
been
split up?
No.
No. That's
No.
extreme.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so, and now we live together, but we're not together romantically.
Sam, that's
And-
interesting. I've got another friend in the same position as you. So they're co-parenting with their children. They got 2
Yeah.
kids. They're living in the one house, and they've got a bedroom each, and they've got 1 child in each bedroom.
How's it going? Is it working for you?
It works.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? Whatever works, you do you, is my
Yeah.
philosophy in life. It's like you don't have to conform to the norm.
Can I ask a
No.
personal question, Sam?
Yeah, I know
What
where
if
this is going.
what if someone meets someone and wants to bring them home? Is that allowed?
I think because our daughter's still very young,
Yeah.
and we're still I'm a first-time mum,
Yep.
so it's my head is not there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And how would you be
and
if
same
he...
with him.
Yeah, right.
You're playing
But
away
if
game.
that was to happen, we're civil. We're more best friends than anything.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, but we say that until...
I would not be civil.
Until he rocks up with Debbie.
Not be civil.
Oh, no, God. Oh,
Lauren would spit him.
mate, honestly.
Well, because I've got a friend in a similar situation.
I know, but if Paul, your partner, if you guys split and you guys live together and he rocked up with,
they wouldn't be living together.
Yeah, if we split, we would. He could live on in a tent in the park if he wants. He's not living with
I'd
me.
like you to let him stay in Victoria. That's cute.
He'd be on the first plane back to Queensland. Kidding. We're not splitting. We're happy as we've ever been.
Oh, right now he's in the Uber on the way to the airport going, damn, I'm staying. Let's go to Catherine. Morning, Catherine.
Morning, guys. How are you all?
Yeah, we're excellent. Welcome to the show. Are you sleeping in separate bedrooms?
Oh, we are. So we've been together nearly 25 years.
Yep.
And
Wow.
a few years ago, Mum and Dad just said, we've got our own rooms because Dad's he's a horrible snorer. So Mum, still being a full-time worker, couldn't stand it. So she's like, no, we're having our own rooms. And at first I'm like, no, that's really weird. You can't do that. You're married. And then after about 18 months ago, my husband's snoring has just gotten worse and worse and worse.
Yep.
I'm like, that's it. You're in the spare room. And he's been in the spare room ever since. And it has been a game changer. So
Has it made you a happier couple?
Yeah, like we hated each other because everyone was so tired.
I
and
get that,
grumpy
though.
and-
Yep.
Yeah, and now it's like at first even the kids are like, oh, you don't even love each other. You're in separate rooms. And we're like, no, we do, but Dad just snores too much. So we have weekend sleepovers and
That's fun.
We're friendly. We're it's just brought a nice little spark.
It's courageous.
When
isn't
you
it?
say you're sleeping in separate rooms, Catherine, would you say you have separate bedrooms? Like, are your wardrobes in separate
Is
bedrooms?
he allowed to put up, the Pies posters and that sort of thing?
Well, for a start, he's a Crow supporter.
Right,
And
okay.
but no, we've still got everything in the same. So I've got the ensuite.
Of course you
but
do.
We still use the same bathroom. We've still got the clothes.
Right.
Like his cupboard has still got all the snow gear. And my room's just got.
Yeah.
That's a
everyone's
classic
stuff. So
spare
it's
room
still very
cupboard.
normal.
Right, yeah, his room's still the spare room.
Yeah.
Did you see Edwina Bartholomew?
Yes.
From Sunrise.
She was in
Um,
Stella
What's
at the
she done?
weekend.
Yeah, she did a write-up in Stella and spoke about how not only her and her partner sleep in separate bedrooms, they sleep in separate houses.
Oh, wow.
Like
That's
she's got a unit that she stays in a couple of nights a week.
Oh, because she does the sunrise show.
Yeah,
So she would get up in the middle
like
of the
2
night.
o'clock in the morning.
And he stays at home with the kids. They have kids?
Yeah, yeah.
Gee, sounds like snoring's a big issue, hey?
Yeah, see,
No, but that's a whole separate issue.
My
I
old
think.
man bought from the pharmacy a
Lou bought it for me.
a
What?
ring,
Yes.
A what?
the sleep ring
A
What's a
sleep
ring?
for your. I think it's a pinky, or is it?
Yep, and then Lou came home with some other clamp for my nose. I'm like, you trying to
Hang
suffocate
on. What
me?
is this? What body part does the sleep ring go on?
What? No, it goes on your pinky.
Oh.
And it worked. It worked.
What? It stopped him
It
snoring.
stopped him snoring. So
No.
now he's going to get one for Mum because Mum's.
I love your parents.
They're going to be blinged out, mate.
Hang on. The pharmacy sleep ring.
It's a sleep
I'm
ring.
looking at it now.
Yeah.
Sleep ring.
Louis, if you're listening, can you swing past Chemist Warehouse and grab a
I
sleep
think
ring?
they're
On
all Amkel.
Amkel, showed us.
No, seriously, a sleep ring, and it worked
Really?
wonders. Dad bought them for his mates.
That
Not
one?
an aura ring. No,
Not-
that's an
No,
aura ring.
it's
I
not the
thought.
aura ring.
Not a
It's
mood ring.
An anxiety ring?
It's
No.
a snoring ring.
Best sleep ring. I'm looking up.
Snoring ring. This must be great radio. If anyone out there with a snorer, we'll get the solution for snoring ring Amkel.
Why don't you believe me?
How much
Is
are
it
they
a
worth?
nose
I don't
ring?
know. No,
There's
it's
a
not
nose ring here.
It's
No.
a snoring ring.
Nope. Doesn't exist, Clint. Doesn't exist. What about the people?
Trust me.
No. What about the people that are taping their mouth shut? That's a whole.
What do you
Sorry?
mean?
What?
Taping
Yes.
With
I see it on
masking
I
tape.
see it on the Instagrams all the time. It's a new thing. People buy this special tape and you tape your mouth shut and you only breathe through your nose and you're meant to wake up feeling like a new human. Should we try it?
No, that rattles
Does anyone
me.
out there use the mouth tape?
No, that rattles me.
No.
And it reminds
No,
me of
they're
a
all-
horrific story I got
Have you
told
never
once.
seen it? I'm
No.
getting all these targeted ads. Or
Is
do you
it
think
just
that
you and Paul
Instagram
who are
just
doing
thinks
it,
I
or-
talk too much?
You could die.
No, you can't. You've got a nose, nostrils.
Yeah, but just...
You couldn't die.
You got multiple, yeah.
Can I just
orifices.
say, we've got a friend of ours who was in a horrific accident overseas once. She's totally fine now, but she broke her jaw, and do you know what they had to do? Wire her jaw shut. Her mouth was wired shut.
Oh my god.
And she had to basically drink through a straw for 4 months,
Oh my gosh.
breathe through her nose, like you were saying with the tape. But you know what they gave her at the hospital?
What?
Little scissors to carry with her everywhere she goes. So if in the event she ever vomited, she needed to cut the wire straight away. Otherwise
Oh
she'd
my-
die choking on her own vomit.
That's the worst story I've ever heard. No,
And she told us.
that's not true.
Swear to God. And she told us at dinner.
So she walked around like Edward Scissorhands. She didn't talk to you at dinner. You didn't take someone who could only have liquid out for dinner. You didn't do that. You're a cruel person.
Yes, I did. It was my shout. No. She was telling us the story at dinner. Like she'd fully healed.
Oh, retrospectively.
Yeah. But everywhere she went, she had to carry scissors.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
So when
awful.
you say like taping people's mouths shut
No,
to
the
stop
mouth
snoring.
tape. I'm telling you, everyone's doing it. I'd love to hear from
Well,
someone who
no,
does it.
No,
they are.
I have seen it.
Now, starts with a bit of gaffer on the mouth, then it's cable ties around the
It's
hands.
not gaffer tape. No. What's happening in
That's
your
an escalation.
house?
Yeah, no.
No, it's definitely
I found
a
the
thing.
ring.
What's
the
it called?
snoring.
How
Sorry.
much?
$50.
God, you found a lot quicker than us, eh?
Amazon.
Oh, well, that's not Amcal.
Getting quick 3 sizes.
You told us Amcal.
You told us
lied.
It's
Amcal.
Amcal as well, mate.
You lied.
Do they have the mouth tape on there?
They've got them at Chemist Warehouse too.
Right, there you go. We are getting out of here. Big night tonight. If you're heading to the G, have fun.
Thank you for being a friend.
What do we think, guys? Melbourne by what?
Tigers by 5. I've really come full circle on backing
Melbourne.
the Tigers today. It's un-Australian to not back your team.
Melbourne by 5.
5 points.
5 points.
Yeah, I'm going 5
points.
goals.
Nah.
D's by
I think
30.
you're probably going to be closest to the pin, but I'm going to go for my mighty Tigers
You never
making
know.
a comeback.
Like Clint said, special games like this, even Petracca said it earlier.
Yeah.
You go into it focused like you're actually about to play a grand final.
And the D's were
Absolutely.
woeful before the bye. Shocking.
Yeah, they were. You know.
Couldn't
so-
hit a target.
There's certainly a huge weekend of footy today. It does feel like Friday, doesn't it?
You should go and give him that motivational speech tonight. If you are heading along to the G, 2 things. One is keep an eye out on Swan Street. Lauren, Clint and myself will be there from about 4:30 going up and down the street. Shake our hand, say hey, and you could win 10K.
Yes.
Our pocket's going to be full of money. We've got every 100th person we shake hands with. We'll hand over $100.
Now, we're doing it between 4:30 and 5:30 because you've got to be in your seats for the Anzac presentation at 6:30 tonight. It is a very, very important day on our calendar tomorrow. A shout out and a thank you to all of our servicemen and women currently serving and those who have served before.
Don't forget your dawn service. Get out and support them. I'm taking the boys down to Hampton RSL and then I'll head up to Elstonwick RSL for a bit of 2-up.
Cool. Great.
They do it well there. They do a 2-hour magic show for the kids.
Oh.
Oh, while Daddy goes and
disappears.
Drinks some beers.
Anyway, have a great day, everyone. We will see you on Friday.
Bye-bye.
We will. Have a great day.
Thank you for being a friend. Gonna be a good day.
Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.
Nova.